Okay, here is my latest tiara. This one feels very, what would you say, never-ending story to me. I think it's because of these circles in here. But how I did this one is first I took the base and I wired on these pieces right here, this wire. Crimped the top so that it gave a shape. So it went up, down, wire went around, went up. This is 2 layers of points on these pieces. And then once that was done, I needed some kind of focal point. So what this is this large circle is wired onto the base, and then this silver circle is then glued to the base of the tiara as well as right to this. And then to hold it steady and keep it from moving, I glued the circle. This is another pendant. I glued it down to the circles and glued it where all they touched, and then added these pieces at the top for some, they're antique crystals that I found. So that was what I thought was going to be done. And then I thought, no, you really can't see these points very well because there is no filler space. It's so voided that it would just get lost on somebody's head. You would just see these just empty spots. So what I did was I took a cereal box. In this case, it was Honey Nut Cheerios, and I painted them silver, it's silver. I used a Lumiere, and then I used a little bit of this iridescent bronze, and then actually went over it with a silver alcohol ink, which gave it a little bit more depth to it. So there's a little bit of color in there, but not too much. And then, so I took those, I painted them, and then I glued it to this band here. There's a band that goes all the way around. So these are all attached in the front of the band. And then I glued them to the base of the tiara. It's hard to see, but that's what I did. And then finally, what I did was I still thought it needed a little bit something. So I added the Swarovski crystals with E6000 onto the spikes so that you get this kind of sparkle that goes all around the piece. And I will paint this background. I just haven't done it yet because I just wanted to show that it was actually a cereal box. But then the final step was just to round these a little bit so that you give a little bit more shape, more interest to the piece. But that is the final tiara. Snow Queen / never-ending story, at least to me.